This is a 2-for-1 tutorial for Sesame Street Bert Nails. First I'm going to show you how I do the nails that replicate Bert's shirt. Using a thin art brush, I just do the lines, and I apologize, I didn't film that part. I thought I was. And then I just use a Q-tip and a nail art brush to clean up with acetone to get that chevron. And I use my thin art brush to go and fill that part in with white. Allow everything to dry fully before you begin outlining the white chevron. Using a thin art brush again, I use the same brush the entire way through this design as well. You're going to use the green polish and do one line down the left-hand side of the shirt, and then you're going to put a blue line on top of that green line, again on the left-hand side of the shirt. When you do the lines on the right-hand side of his shirt, you're going to make sure that you just butt it up against that first blue line and be sure not to cross over. And then you're going to do the same thing again with a blue line, and again butt it up to that first blue line. And you may need to go back and just tidy up the edge of it just to give it a nice sharp edge. Okay, for the first design, this is Bert's face on your entire ring finger. Beginning with your dotting tool, place 2 large black dots for Bert's eyes. While you're using your black polish, go in and add Bert's unibrow. I just use a thin art brush. And using that same thin art brush, just give a little sprig of hair at the tip of your nail. You can ignore the mouth, I take that off later because I wasn't happy with it. And just using a dotting tool slightly smaller than the first one, put a white dot in just so it looks like those eyes are outlined. And then using a dotting tool, just drag the dot down to give it kind of an oval shape with an orange polish to create Bert's nose. You can see his face is coming together. Fill in smaller black dots just to complete the eyes. I really wasn't happy with Bert's mouth, so I scraped it off and went back and used a red polish, and I just create kind of a open mouth shape. And then I touch up the edges where I had scraped off the yellow polish. I went back and added a second coat of the red polish because I did want it to be nice and dark. I really struggled trying to get his mouth right and realized I had done a version earlier that actually was better, but it was too late. I'd already started this new one. And I just take the yellow polish and kind of tidy up that end. I've taken the color from the nose and the color from the base of my nail and just mixed them slightly just to give it kind of a shadowed look. And then I just touch up that red on the mouth again. Now, because I wasn't happy, I went ahead and did a different design, so here's how to do this one. Using a white base and your thin art brush, you're just going to add in the lines. I do a couple of blue lines and then go add in some alternating red and green lines as well. And you can just follow along what I do here. Once my stripes have dried, I go back and add a white coat of polish on top, just to give it a washed out look. If you have acrylic paint, that would work really well. Now you're ready to add your Bert-shaped faces to your nail. I'm just using a dotting tool and yellow polish and creating a bit of an oval shape, and I'm adding 4 or 5 Bert faces to my ring finger. Once those have dried, you're ready to start adding your eyes. I'm just using a dotting tool and white polish and adding them to the top half of the shapes that I've added to my nail. I then go back with another small dotting tool and add yellow polish to the side to replicate Bert's ears. can just follow along and finish off the details for Bert's faces just using a thin art brush like I'm using, or a toothpick or a dotting tool. Once everything has been added and your design is fully dry, make sure you add a good top coat to protect your design and give it some shine. Melly from Rock Your Nails on Instagram did matching Ernie nails to go with this design, and you'll see a picture of that at the end, and I'll include a link to Rock Your Nails in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please comment, share, subscribe, and thumbs up are always appreciated.